Nothing. I forgot the light changed.
Oh, you mean, are we streaming? Hello, 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 Internet. Welcome to our live stream of, direct from Captain's Arcade Showroom, the finals for the Captain's Women's Challenge from February 2021. It's going to be a great time here. Oh, and we're playing.
Lacey just jumped in on us. They're so excited.
Yeah, so here we are on,
They are ready to play.
on game one. CC is playing a little bit of lead pinball, which is very new and very fun, and as you can see, sometimes very challenging. Have you played this a little bit, Shane, or not too much? Just only a touch?
You know, that session that we had where we kind of took a deep dive into stuff, that was my most robust game.
So that was a very short number of games in particular. Okay, so not too many.
Yeah.
So let's see. So at the beginning of the game here, sometimes several times through the game, you pick a song. Laura chose rock and roll, and she plunged, and she did the skill shot. And now she is in this rock and roll mode, and just like so many different Stern machines of the day, whatever mode you're in lights up a particular color. So she's in an orange mode. She just shot the center ramp when there was an orange light in front of it, and that orange light went out. She still has two orange lights on both the left and right ramp. And that indicates that she's trying to make the rock and roll song mode shots of the left to the right ramp. We see a few other lights around the playfield. I guess maybe the mostly triangular ones, the things to start with first. You might notice that on the right ramp, which she just shot, that light was flashing orange and green. Both. And the reason that's the case is that at the very beginning of the game, you need to shoot the right ramp once to activate, to qualify a tour, which you begin by shooting this left hallway, which is now lit green. So in general, if anything associated to a tour is lit in green. So now she's picking an objective, and she chose the objective of shooting 6 ramps. So now she's doing 2 things at once. She's still playing the rock and roll song, and she's on the ramps tour, which actually has something like 1975 or some sort of thing. I think it's 1975. So she's doing those 2 things at once. She's in a song mode, and she has started a tour. Now, Lisa, coming up, she gets to pick a song. She's scrolling through and deciding, and you can decide by hitting a button or by plunging. And then, again, there's a skill shot here to try and hit the flashing one of these. She also didn't quite make it. This one's very, very demanding. That you have to be very precise in hitting it. She didn't quite get it, but again, now here you see it's very different. She, because of the song she chose, had the left orbit and the right orbit lit. And what do we say? Was this Immigrant Song or something else?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And you may have noticed that the way the Immigrant Song mode works is once you shoot the left orbit, that goes out and the left ramp begins. And the same thing would be true if she shot the right orbit, then that would go out and the right ramp would begin. So anyway, that's the mode she picked. So this is really very interesting. The song is a mode. Okay, so if you pick a song, you're basically picking which of many different modes you're electing to play. We're adjusting the camera a little bit, but right now, again, before Hillary plunges, she's picking what song mode to play. She'll try and plunge and hit the flashing one of these for a skill shot for like 1,000,000 points in extra ball shake. And then in addition to the mode she'll be in, if she's looking to start a tour, she has to shoot this green arrowed right ramp once, which will put a green arrow on this left hallway and which will start her tour. So she got the skill shot. She's in Good Times, Bad Times song. So she already got 1,000,000 points and extra duration ball saver. And she is trying to shoot. Looks like her shots, are they teal instead of green? I think they are.
Yeah, those on the left ramp.
It's a little hard to tell the teal from the green, but her mode shots are teal, and the large green triangles are always associated to the mode. Okay, so that's through ball 1 there. And, the scores were not not spectacular. what's going on in ball 2. I don't totally understand, but sometimes you can change songs, and if you don't, you're still continuing in the same song. Okay, so she's still in the immigrant song.
Yeah, I haven't found a lot of value in changing the song. I think it might just be for the flavor of novice players to just get some variety, but
yeah,
large, you can kind of chase after your single song there.
Yeah, I think there's something to it, and this is a great song. I think there's something to the changing song and what have you, but we'll see. So one thing that no one has shot yet is the Zeppelin multi-ball locks. Right here, there it is, there's one. So this green little arrow indicates that she can lock balls by hitting this left ramp. And you might have seen on the screen over here, it said, Zeppelin lock phase 1 when she locked her first ball. Zeppelin lock phase, or whatever. Zeppelin, multi-ball phase 1 means she's locked 1 ball. She locks 2 more, she'll start multi-ball. And again, that carries from ball to ball. She doesn't have to do it all in 1 ball or anything like that. So again, she's not in a tour yet because she hasn't shot the right ramp yet. I'm obviously not left-handed. But nonetheless, she locked the ball from multi-ball, so she's 2 shots away from Zeppelin multi-ball, which is which is great. And she's progressing through her immigrant song mode. So here again, Laura's in rock and roll. She can change. I think there's something going on with you want to make it at least a certain distance within a song, and I think you're supposed to get 5 gold records in a song, if I understand correctly. So you see here actually, there's some indication of how much shots or progress you're making along the song, and she sort of, I think, has 1 gold record worth of progress in the song that she's playing, and you want to get to 5 because 5 is doing something good. So 5, I think 5 gold records is like getting a gold record. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, okay, now Lisa got the skill shot, so that's great. That's what you want to do. Again, she's still in the same mode that she's in, so she's got all these orange arrows. All right. But there's something interesting going on here. If you're following this along with the music, and this is a feature that every single song, every single mode in the game has. She locked the ball there. And it's that, she locked a second ball, so she's 1 shot away from multi-ball. Boom, she's in Zeppelin multi-ball right away. Excellent, that's fantastic. So now the multi-ball shots are red. Okay, so these red shots are going to be jackpots. And if she shoots enough of them, she will get a super jackpot hit at a couple of these very short dead-end ball runs. But in any case, another thing that's going on here in I believe all multi-ball is that if you hit this, the Icarus target, which we haven't even addressed yet, if you hit that enough times, you get an add-a-ball and a fresh ball save. Yeah. So that's always nice, of course, you get an add-a-ball and a fresh ball save, and I think she hasn't collected that. She might have in the frenzy in the beginning. I wasn't sure. Because the added ball save, I think it doesn't, I believe it doesn't tack on if you're already in ball save. I think it just overlaps.
Okay.
But that was another thing in multi-ball, is you want to hit this to try and to add a ball. Okay, so again, as we were saying before she got into Zeppelin multi-ball, you notice earlier there was a bunch of orange shots, and now there's 1. What's going on with that? Well, what's going on with that is that that's a great save, by the way. Very nice move on the chip. Through various parts of the song, like the intro and the chorus and the bridge and whatever, the mode actually changes to different shots. Yeah.
So, does it really?
Yeah. So in the opening, she had every shot lit because in the opening of this song, the mode lights all the shots, and then as the mode progresses, fewer and fewer shots are lit. So sure enough, I think she has one. I'm actually a little confused why there's not a. There's a second possibility. The second possibility is that. You guys can look up this mode later, but I think this is the mode where it started with 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and then as you shoot them, they creep inward until they meet. So she may actually have brought it all the way over. You can see now the music changed to some other part of the music, and different set of shots is lit. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, so she's cruising around very well. Obviously, very comfortable with the machine. Very, she's tuned in. She knows what she's doing. The other things that are going on for her right now is she did at some point hit the right ramp once, but she hasn't started tour yet, which is why this is lit for tour start. And again, tour stacks on top of everything, on top of your song mode. So you might as well start as soon as you can. So
the game really seems to wake up once you get that going.
Yeah, there's more. You know,
It's good.
you're just doing more per shot. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Doing more per shot, but she hasn't started yet, and she's doing what she's doing, which is great. So, you know, there's a lot of other things going on. You might notice that when she shoots any shot, even if it's not lit, there's all these. Oh wow, she's so good at an inlane outlay, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's good patience there.
You can see that when she shoots any shot, whether it's lit for the mode or not.
Oh, good double save. Good
How does
double
she
flip.
do it? Oh my gosh, so sick. Lisa, great job. Holy
That's
crap.
that's
Yeah.
my biggest observation with this game is the lower playfield gameplay, the subtlety of nudging,
Yeah, if
just
you
the
can.
nuance of it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of modern Sterns, it's not this like brute force thing. You're really letting it settle. You're waiting it out, and it's kind of cool. I feel like the upper playfield and the lower playfield are like cut from two different pieces of pie.
You know, I couldn't agree more. I think what you're saying is absolutely right. And, you know, lucky for Lisa, you know, she's really strong with these,
Yeah.
with these nudging skills. And you can see this, like, double slap save was pretty epic. You know, one of the other things that was going on is you see when she shoots a shot, there's a lot of these little arrows that light red. And that is that combos are very important in the game. So if you shoot one shot, right now there's red arrows here. A bunch of other shots will light for a combo. And you can continue the combo. Yeah, you can just see. So she just did a three-way combo,
man.
a four-way
Great
combo.
combos.
So she just did a four-way combo. And what happens is the combos play a role in a bunch of things, but one of the key things is the multiplier. And when you do a combo and then hit either the Zep bank or the lead bank or the left two targets bank or the rock bank, it increases your multiplier associated with that band member. Okay, so each of those four each of those four stand-ups has a band member associated to it, and each of those four has a multiplier associated to it, indicated by these things here. And so one of the advantages that you gain by doing this is you build up a multiplier. It's not active until you until you qualify all of them and then shoot Icarus. That's one of Icarus's main goals, is to start the multiplier in addition to the add-balls and multi-ball. So that's part of what was going on. Lisa, like getting a four-way combo. If she ended it in lead's target, which I think she may have, she increased her lead multiplier. And when we go back, we'll see hers won't be orange anymore. It'll be yellow or red or something like that, because the color changes gradually as you increase each individual multiplier. And then when you qualify all four, like you might have, it's a little different. It's not like 2x, 3x, 4x like other multipliers. Oh no! If you do like a three-way combo, and then hit a lead target, your lead multiplier goes from 1 to 1.4.
Okay.
And then you could do like a two-way combo and bump it up, and you bump them up individually, and then when you activate them, you actually get them all multiplied together. You know,
when we're playing that, we're
really
trying to
crazy.
decode that a little bit. Those irrational numbers there.
That's right. You know,
The,
for the most part, it should be rational numbers. You
those
know,
whole
and
numbers,
you should be able to handle a power of 10 in the denominator. If you should be able to manage it. But in any case, we can see. It looks like CC was in the same mode that Lisa started in, where she was shooting orange shots, and the leftmost shot and the rightmost shot were lit, and as she hit them, they would migrate towards the center of the playfield, from the right orbit. Once she shot that, it would go to the right ramp. From the right ramp, it would go to maybe the center ramp, etc. And they migrate inwards. So anyway, let's see what Laura's doing here. So we're on ball 3. I can imagine that she's probably eager to shoot this darn multi-ball.
That right ramp there with the vertical loop, hitting that off of the left flip as it comes through the lane at high speed, I find that to be extremely challenging. If it rattles around at all on that stainless steel there, it doesn't keep the energy it needs to get over that loop.
It's pretty interesting, and this is one of those things where every machine, is different, and you gotta try it out. It is very difficult on the fly here. It's easier from the cradle. You can also backhand it. You can backhand it from the cradle here, but sometimes the flipper's not strong enough too. So it just depends on what the settings and the setup of
deep
your
into
game.
the playfield there.
And how it is. So she's gonna get balls there. Actually, you can see her. I'm sorry, it wasn't lead, it was Zep. Her Zep multiplier is green, and that means it's a ton. And now that all four are ready, as soon as she hits Icarus, it's going to activate her multiplier. Okay, because she finally, how do you activate them? You have to complete them. So she finally completed Rock for the first time. So she has like
Great
maybe
keeping it out of those lanes.
that was just down the middle. She was just dead to
Brutal.
right. Yeah, it's a shame that ball ended because she had a lot going on. And like you said, you know, her nudging is absolutely astounding. The stuff she does.
Great score. Comfortable first place. We'll see
Yeah,
Hillary
60 million
catch it here.
is fantastic. Most of my scores are 60 million. But yeah, she definitely, and she really had a lot going on too. So, so Hillary got actually, I think this is maybe her third skill shot. She got 3 million. I think the first skill shot is $1 million, the second one's 2 million, third one's 3 million, something like that. And she's shooting teal. Yeah, she's shooting teal shots is what's going on for her song. And then again, you know, these Zeppelin locks start, you can shoot this 3 times and get to a multi-ball from the very beginning of the game. And I think so far, only Lisa's done it. So she's locked. Phase 1 means she locked the ball. She can do it 2 more times, she'll be a multi-ball. Can you backhand it? Absolutely. Yeah, you can backhand this absolutely.
Love that spinner rip. Really great.
Yeah, this left orbit, you really have to go good times roll or spin. Yeah, so you can see, you know, Hillary doesn't have her.
Tough one.
She's got horns on though. You know, I don't know if you saw that. She had horns.
Oh yeah.
And that was that. And then, according to the order of the scores, oh, it's a close one between CC and Hillary.
We were talking about the horns.
Yeah, so we had that was a great job. So we see, I mean, Lisa with just an outstanding game here got first place. CC in second place. And Hillary in third place. And Laura in fourth place. And they didn't get a replay, and they don't have any credits anymore, and you know, that's what's going on. So we're setting sail for the next machine, which I think is Pinball Pool. Pinball Pool? Is it? Yeah, it's Pinball Pool, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so Pinball Pool's coming up. Super amazing game here. And, you know, okay, we're recording the scores again, which were Lisa first, CC second, Hillary and Laura. CC, are we playing 3-2-1-0 today? Is that what you decided? Okay, in the scoring today, for those of you on the internet, each game is going to be 3 for first place, 2 for second place, 1 for third place, 0 for fourth place. And at the end of the 6 games, we'll add up the scores. And the person with the most points will win. If there's a tie, there'll be some sort of playoff, probably involving fire or swords or maybe batleths. I think. Do I have my batleths in the trunk? I will have to check. But in any case, the next one is Pinball Pool, and Pinball Pool is you know, it was built sometime at some previous year by someone, and it's a really fun game. It's got one of the features that I really like in a pinball game, and that is banks of drop targets. I love me some banks of drop targets, and that's exactly what this has. I guess I could turn this so you could see me, I suppose. That's exactly what this has. Is some banks of drop targets, and the banks of drop targets are incredibly fun to do. So we're almost set up, and we're going to show you the play field. This is a 3-ball game. Solid state game, and it is one of many, you know, pool-themed game. You know, it's like you're playing a game of 8-ball, except you're both players. So maybe you're playing straight pool, except the 8-ball is designated. Anyway, you're supposed to shoot these banks of drop targets in the 8-ball, and this is how you get points. And you know, there's 2 things going on when you shoot the drop targets. You are getting points right away, but you're also building your bonus. And this is one of these games where you build up your bonus, your base bonus, by hitting the drop targets, and there's, like I said, 15. Well, there's 14 drop targets and 1 captive ball, and then on top of that, there's a way to multiply the bonus. So there's one of these things going on here where there's going to be the back and forth between, well, do you want to build base bonus, or do you want to, you know, build your multipliers? I think this game may have different settings, but the way it's set right now, nothing carries from ball to ball. Nothing at all carries from ball to ball. So it's, yeah, every ball is a fresh start. And yeah, here we go. Pinball play. It's really beautiful. This one's in excellent shape.
Yeah, it's a good-looking game.
And you know, so here, you know, I was talking about these banks of drop targets here, these and these. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot of different settings for this game, but the settings we have today is that each of these are individual. So if you hit 4, only 4 drops, etc. And then you know, as you hit these will light up here on the play field to indicate during this ball what your base bonus is. This 5 light is just on. That's an accident. And then these 2 holes here give you bonus multiplier. So maybe some of the more, maybe the 2x light is burnt out, but you can build your multiplier up to 5x by hitting these holes through every ball. And again, nothing carries over. This has not the, I'm not positive about this, but I'm reasonably positive. This has what is a newer ROM that includes a skill shot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so some of these awesome people who are really devoted to the game, you know, change the ROMs a little bit. So right now, B is lit as a skill shot, and it's going to be worth 10,000? I don't know. It's going to be worth something if she can. If the first switch she triggers is this rollover. And, but that's okay. So. And
Wow.
yeah, that sucks.
What a start.
There's no ball save on this. You do get the ball back if you hit absolutely no switches on the way down, which is not easy to do, but can be done.
Yeah.
So that was very disappointing.
So we got 10,000 for
Yeah.
just going through a lane. So the skill must be to the tune of what, 50 or something like that.
No, I think it was 5,000 for going through the lane. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see. Laura will get it.
There it is.
Boom.
Like
Yeah, it was 10. Yeah, it was an extra 10. I think you get the 5 for going through ordinarily plus
Got
the
it.
extra 10.
Yeah.
You know, so now she's going about the process of chipping away. She's dropping these drop targets. I think you can see them from overhead.
Tough one.
And you heard bup, 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 bup. That means she got 6 balls down and got 6,000 in bonus. So the balls are inherently, each ball worth of bonus is inherently 1,000. But again, there's these multipliers. They're very important. Oh, we're missing a coin trick. Yeah. Yeah, she got it. Boom.
Down the skill there.
Yeah, plus 10,000, plus 5,000. Okay, so again. Oh yeah, so this 8 ball is incredibly dangerous. There are some points in the game where it's relatively important, like it can be the extra ball, and you need it to clear your rack, which is you need to do to move on to the next rack. But this is a very dangerous shot, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't shooting this intentionally. Because it is so dangerous. Yeah, you shoot it and it goes back and you get 5,000, but it's not really worth the risk because it's so dangerous. Oh, we see here the pool balls are actually 3,000 when you shoot them, plus, you know, 1,000 in bonus. So let's see what Hillary can do here.
Oh.
So, yeah, you can really, you know, it's pretty neat. It's not like the ball is easy to control or anything like that. You can see it's really flying around. Wow, that's a great save. This is actually super treacherous, much more so than it looks. Oh, that was a good try. These regions are super duper treacherous. It's very hard to keep the ball out of there. It'll be interesting to see if anyone makes a spectacular save. There's some opportunity for spectacular save, but it's just tough as the proverbial Dickens, one might say. So here we go, and nope. So again, nothing carries over. You know, so like that's a shame, but it's all just, you know, how much you do. Not, you know, so every ball's a fresh start in this game.
Yeah.
So there's nothing carries over.
That's a good point.
Go eat like 4 minutes. Go have
There's
some
you know,
Girl
in
Scout
addition to
cookie
these
crap.
drop targets and the pop bumpers and these holes and the lanes of pop, there are a couple of star rollovers for 500, which are not the most exciting things in the world. But hang on a moment.
Hit nothing.
You know, one of the things we haven't talked about is what happens if you spell ABC. And what happens is that the 8 ball actually lights to award an extra ball. Now, we're not playing extra balls today, so it's not all that valuable, but that's how you get an extra ball.
Don't.
Yeah. So. Part of the reason that B is always the skill shot and a natural choice for it is that there's 2 ways to get A and C. You have, you know, the rollovers up top and the rollovers in the in lanes down below. Nice shot, skill shot. And there's only one way to get these. So you got to go up there to get. Holy
Tough
crap!
bounce.
Well, she sure has that skill shot down.
Do we know what year this game is?
I don't know. I was in the middle of looking it up, and I
It
thought,
was more modern than we thought, I think.
yeah, it could be. This is Gottlieb, 1979.
79. Okay.
So there you go. So, wow, that I mean, like just a simple little thing like this. Oh my gosh, just this simple little thing like this where she got it to the in lane.
Yeah.
It was super tricky on this machine.
I mean, 79 is a very progressive position to have a bar that allowed droids.
It's interesting, you know, that you mentioned that. What is I don't know. Beep boop beep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but there is. It's I don't really know how that fits in. So anyway, CC's up here.
You know, a lot of those bars on the outer rim, they don't serve droids.
Yeah, It's interesting. No one's gotten a single shot to either of these holes yet. I call them saucer, but I know that that's not the correct term for them. They're called.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
not
feel
saucer.
like the
it's something
mechanics
else.
are like a traditional saucer.
No, yeah, it's not, because it doesn't come to rest like in the bottom of a valley. It's actually just a hole.
Come on.
So it's a little different. Are we playing
okay.
Grand Prix? Are we playing Grand Prix? Oh God! Now, maybe we shouldn't even tell her, but you know, we saw something really strange here. The ball came down through and then came back up onto her flipper. Now she looked away and she didn't see it. And you might ask, is that legal or not? Because there are some rules about when the ball is past the point of no return, you're not allowed to try to bring it into place. However, if it accidentally comes back into play, like her ball did, that's called a Lazarus ball, and you are allowed to play it. Now, unfortunately, she wasn't looking, and maybe she'll watch the stream later, and I'll say my apologies, CC, that you did not see that Lazarus ball.
Seems like a very gray area from a death save to a Lazarus ball like that, because you have to infer their intentions.
No, you
on
don't.
that, really,
If
right?
they shove it and unintentionally death save it, that's a death save.
Right, but
if
you
they
know.
don't, if they're like, if you try, you know, if you're basically if you play the ball when it's beyond the point of no return here,
Right.
that's a death save. In her case, it just drained
So
and bounced back out.
On a death save, you have to be very purposeful about the way you nudge to get the ball back in play. That one's pretty obvious.
And you have to do it from when the ball is beyond the point of no
Yes.
return. That's the real key.
But when it dumps down the middle
God,
there,
great nudging by Lisa. That was just ridiculous. She's just so. I mean,
Yeah, great touch.
she's just like so much subtle mastery of this area. Look at this.
good one. Kept it right there.
She's
Yeah.
just like, you know, I mean, it's so funny because, you know, sometimes you think that you got nothing to do when you're over here and you just say, oh, well, there's nothing I could do. She's basically showing that you're wrong. There was something you could do. You could have done that. Wow. And so she has all 15 now. So this is awesome. This hasn't come up yet, but when she shoots either of these holes now, she'll collect the bonus and bring them all back up. Okay, well, she didn't, but she gets the bonus anyway.
Yeah.
See, the ball ends, so if she had shot this and then the ball drained immediately, it'd be the same. She got the bonus. She got it at 3x. Yeah, she got the bonus. She got it at 3x and got a nice score. That was a great job. Yeah, that was a really great ball three. We were talking just sort of more generally, and we talked over some of her amazing nudges, which are definitely worth checking out. I mean, like, how many times is she going to be over here in a ball that I would lose and save it? It's really awesome to see. Okay, so Hillary, she's got her work cut out for her, but again, it's just an individual ball here. Wow, she kept it out. Unbelievable. Again, she wants a lot of balls and multipliers.
Oh.
I'll tell you right now, on this machine, boy, this one doesn't like to keep the ball. It does not. It likes to do that ringer. Gosh, man, she's really got this figured out. Wow. But she got it in, so now she's a 2x multiplier. So that shot was worth a lot. And that's what got her second place. I think she had 8 balls, and then in that final shot with the saucer, she got 5,000, and then went from single bonus to double bonus. And that's why instead of hearing the bonus count go bup, 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 we heard bup, 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 bup. So that's how we know. And sure enough, she just eked it out. I mean, that's incredible. You know, that's really fantastic game. And we saw some excellent stuff there.
I know.
Pinball pool. Yeah, I love this thing. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So let's see, what's
It's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I keep stealing the mouse here and impeding the scorekeeper's efforts to keep the score. CC doing a great job running the tournament as she always does, and they're going to Swords of Fury next.
I like that S-word game.
So this is it's a funny game. You know, sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. Sort of like
Against the wall.
I don't know. There's nothing else
Waylon,
I
watch
sometimes
out.
love and sometimes hate. I'm always universally
Favorite
loving and
place to
hating
be.
things. But yeah, Swords of Fury is very cool game. It is a solid state, and it yells Iron Man. Because, you know, I mean, all the best games do. No, not Iron Man, sorry, Lion Man. Lion Man! You'll hear it. I don't need to do it because the game does it. It's got a multi-ball, and it's very interesting. In a 4-player game, there's totally lock stealing. So, you know, like in Led Zeppelin, we saw when they were, you know, lighting the Zeppelin Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, they are essentially locking a ball. But here on the Pro, the ball didn't actually physically lock somewhere. The game just said, okay, we're counting it like you've locked a ball. That was a virtual ball lock. On Swords of Fury, it's a physical ball lock. So if player 1 locks a ball, and then player 2 locks a ball, player 3 locks a third ball and gets multi-ball with all 3 of the balls. So it's very interesting. So this will mix up the strategy in the game with stealing and everything. Yeah, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how that goes. Very interesting to play a 4-player game of Swords of Fury on this. I don't know if they want me to turn on the image yet or not, but I think Jonathan's coming over. Hopefully he's going to commentate some Swords of Fury, because this is not my strong suit, but Jonathan's really very knowledgeable of this stuff. Hello, Jonathan. We're on the internet here. There you go. Have some change. Yeah, I've been nibbling on these, and they're delicious. And I was just, you know, so what we've talked about so far. What we've talked about so far in Swords of Fury is that there's lock stealing.
Yes.
And we've said it yells Lion Man, which I don't have to do because it's going to do it. But you know, so those are the two things we talked about. We talked about how interesting it is, and we talked about how on Led Zeppelin, you know, the locks are virtual, whereas here it's a physical ball lock, you know, just like the way they used to do it. So I don't know how we're supposed to know if they want us to show the
I'll
game
go
or
look.
not.
I think. Hold on one second.
You might be able to just lean over there and see if there's you know, physical. Non-verbal cues indicating that that's what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Swords of Fury is a pretty fun game. Let's see. Did I look it up? Did I look up something? I looked at the rule sheet. I can't remember. When it's from. But if you look on the internet, someone has a rule sheet for it. B. Elmore has written a rule sheet for Swords of Fury, which will tell you all the rules. So, you know, you could just Google Swords of Fury pinball rule sheet, and you'll get it. It actually goes into somewhat some detail about the various aspects of the game. And yeah, there's a decent number of aspects of the game.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so even better, we got we got the.
Yeah.
There it is, Swords of Fury, and you know, Jonathan knows all about it.
You do too.
Well, Jonathan knows more than I do.
But I mean, a lot of it is going to probably see a lot of shots up here. This is the multi-ball, and basically, when you shoot multi-ball, you want to be in multi-ball because the number of balls you have in multi-ball is your playfield multiplier. So you got 3 balls, you got 3x, 2 balls, 2x, and there's no ball save, so you better be ready to play when you get that multi-ball. When you actually do get the multi-ball, the balls will come out here basically, and you can take shots probably up this ramp, or maybe you want this loop, depending what you want.
Laura, where
The
is
jackpot is actually clearing these
Put it-
targets, I believe.
Oh, Lordy.
Yes, there's lock stealing, so if someone locks 2 balls, the next person can just have a 1 shot on the multi-ball.
There's one stuck in
There's a
there.
bunch of other things you can do in this game, but that's like the main.
Use the right side.
Multi-ball is really where you want to be. I mean, there's other stuff you can do. You can shoot this loop, and that will up. This is the Lion Man, right? This is Lion Man, right?
Lion Man.
These green lights will go up until up to like whatever that is. I can't read right now.
That's Ogre's Alley.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the Ogre's Alley lights, which are increased by the white arrow and collected by the green arrow. But yeah, like you said, actually, in fact, the jackpot in the multi-ball is to get a ball back up here, but it's to just hit the single flashing light.
Okay, you don't need to clear them.
That's right, you don't need to clear them, but right now she's getting points if she can clear them.
Gotcha.
So that's what she's trying to do right now. Whereas in multi-ball,
Just
there's
have to hit
one
one
thing
okay.
that flashes.
The flashing one.
That's exactly right.
And then there's that right ramp, which is like the Avenger ramp or something.
So the right ramp is the tunnel, and you know it's a
Oh.
little counterintuitive that the right ramp would be a tunnel. You might ask, what is the tunnel on the right, and that's the right ramp. You know, so yeah, that's something that's going on. But if I remember correctly, spelling Avenger likes the Lion Man ramp. I used to know this so well, but luckily, you know, I don't even have to guess. I can just look up on the internet and look at D. Elmore's awesome rule sheet, which is extremely comprehensive.
Wasn't an extra
He
ball.
just plunged a lock.
Yeah, so sometimes what happens here is there's actually, from up there, there's 3 different ways
Can go, right?
that the ball can come down, and it takes the lighted path, although sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes if the second path is lit, the ball might sneak through here anyway. Yeah, there's some scenarios where you plunge and the second light is on and nothing's locked yet. That blocks the ball for you. And that's exactly what
Nice.
happened.
He shot one. He's going for that ramp. But I agree with you. I think on this machine, it's hard to hit the ramp from the bottom flippers.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny, and that's 100% true, and it's a question of...
On this machine.
On this particular Swords of Fury,
You were just
I totally
kidding
agree. It's
about
a
being
question of how the machine's set up. And this one's set up to make it very difficult. So let's see what Laura does here. There is a center post, a curve post on the game, which means that if the ball is coming right down the middle, maybe you can bounce it off that instead of flipping and get it back into play. It's not easy to do. It looks like it's more helpful.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see it's kind of deep, and that means that if you flip it all, it may bounce off that and hit the underside of your flipper.
Oof, and that's that dangerous U-turn.
It is, yeah. You know, this is so this U-turn is very dangerous, and it's I think doing a couple things. I think it's advancing
very clearly do not know what I'm
bonus
doing.
multiplier sometimes.
When it's
And-
lit, I think.
Yeah, like right now, I think
Yeah.
so. I don't quite understand what that did, but it's also advancing the value of completing the magic targets outside of multi-ball. Okay, so right here is an indicator of it says magic target score lit value. So right now, if Lisa completes the magic targets, she'll get 100,000 because it's lit to, you know, to 100,000. So that's what's going on there. So her completion, I'm pretty sure carries ball. So if it's flashing, it's not hit yet. If it's solid, it has been hit. And if it's out, it means the ball is hit.
Ooh, that's that U-turn.
See, this is brutal. No, almost nobody that I know of shoots this on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, I hit it all the time. I just never intentionally hit it.
I think I've tried it during multi-ball, and I was less than enthused. Even with the 3x multiplier, I was like, I don't know about the risk versus reward on it.
Yeah. So you might be wondering what is happening here, and this is very interesting. This has happened before in this game. There's something goes on that when you drain at like 100 miles an hour, sometimes the ball pops out into the shooter lane. And Cece has, you know, thought about this in advance, and she said, you know what? If it comes out, play it. It's still in play.
Nice.
So it's like a
Second
side.
chance.
It's a side Lazarus
Yes.
ball. We actually saw a missed opportunity Lazarus ball in pinball pool in the last game. Actually,
Okay.
on the third ball, Cece had a Lazarus ball that she didn't notice. But so here actually, Cece, and she's thought about this in advance, has ruled that if this happens, which happens sometimes on this machine, that's a Lazarus ball, and that you continue playing, which is pretty cool. You know, it's just one of these things. You know, this is not an IFPA rated tournament or anything. The IFPA is still not holding rated tournaments, if I understand correctly. So it's sort of up to the tournament director's discretion. That's what she does, and I love it because, you know, more pinball.
Yeah.
You know, would you rather have the ball be over or not over? Well, you know, not over is probably better. So anyway, she's trying to hit all the flashing ones, and the solid ones are ones that she's hit already. And if she gets that, she'll get, you know, the amount lit down here, which right now is 50,000, but can go up by shooting this terrible speed.
It does increase your bonus. I was watching the people try it. But there's probably better, safer ways to increase your bonus if you want. Also, I think we've discussed this. The bonus is not often very much, even with the multiplier.
I believe that the bonus is pretty low. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about
Because I think
that.
the lineman bonus is like starts at 100, and then to get to 100 normal bonus, you would have to do a bunch of things. So I think I've been watching people found like 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah.
I
No!
know. See,
So-
that's what you said. She had to pick them up.
That's right.
yeah.
And I believe what happened here is he actually finished spelling Avenger, which we'll talk about more in a second, and then the machine yelled Lion Man. And that means that for an incredibly brief period, like maybe 1/8 of a second. No, it's not that. It's like 5 seconds. I'm not kidding. It's not
short.
like 10 seconds.
It's short.
It's like Lion Man. Nope. But this was lit for a high value. This was lit for the lineman bonus,
Got it.
which, you know, would have been nice, but it's actually very difficult to do. And she did that. I believe in that instance she activated it by completing the spelling of Avengers. You can see there's 7 stand-up spelling Avenger around here. CC has 2 left to spell Avenger, which will you know, make the game go lineman, and like the lineman bonus. But she also gets 1 spotted for every in-lane. So she just went through an in-lane and maybe had another one. So she actually activated lineman. Oh, she got it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow. She smashed Balrog. Oh man, that was awesome. So she actually completed Avenger, not just by hitting the letters, but you spot them with the in-lane. So she finished the spot with the in-lane, so that was cool. And what's happening here is when you complete Avenger, in addition to starting Lineman, you get whatever value is lit here. And then more times throughout the game, you complete Avenger, the larger the value is. So that's what's going on here with these 2 little lines on the bottom. One of them is the value for completing Magic up top, and one of them is the value for completing Avengers down below.
Very nice ball.
Yeah, that was a absolutely fantastic ball. I mean, she got the lineman, which is very challenging. There are machines on which you can hit it from all 3 flippers. You know, the lineman, you can hit it from all the way down, you know, the right flipper or the left flipper or the top flipper, and not on this one. But she did it on the fly from one of the bottom ones. So maybe you can do it, you know, from all 3 of them, but not from the trap.
So do we know how to relight the kickback? Kickback is super important.
Yeah, so you have to drain and start your next ball, or play multi-ball.
All right.
Those are the only 2 ways. Yeah, so this is a very interesting kickback. The game starts every single ball. Your kickback starts lit, no matter what happened before, and then once she starts multi-ball, it'll relight. And now we can tell that there's 2 balls lit because this is lit for multi-ball. So that's really what she wants, like much more than anything. When she gets into multi-ball,
nice.
There you go. She gets her kickback back, I believe. Let's see if I'm right. She lights Lion Man for some amount of time. The jackpot, which is a ton of points for hitting the flashing thing up top, is
Kickback is back.
Kickback is back. And during this play, she gets 3x playfield when she has 3 balls in play, and 2x playfield when she has 2 balls in play. So that's I believe that doesn't multiply the jackpot. I'm reasonably certain it doesn't. There's something it doesn't.
Ooh, that post saved that last ball.
Okay, so what happened? She got 3 balls, and then she was getting 3x playfield. Plus, there was 3 different balls scored. You know, so it's sort of like, in a way, it's almost like 9x because each ball is counting triple, and there's 3 of them flying around. And she got a ball back because her kickback lit, and then, you know, she used it. And you can see, look, she's got 1,000,000 points, which is way more than everyone else. So you can see that's why she tried for the multi-ball, and that's why she got the multi-ball. And sure enough, just playing the multi-ball, even though it wasn't astonishing, she didn't get the jackpot. It was actually worth quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But she did leave a ball locked for Lisa.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. And you can see them right here. I can remember sometimes I get confused, but you can see them right. The first one is locked. You can see it there. The second one actually locks underneath this upper play field.
Okay.
And you can't see it, but you can tell when a second one is locked because multi-ball's lit. So you can always tell even though you can't see the second ball if there's 0, 1, or 0.
Go for the tunnel.
So I'm a little confused about the tunnel and how valuable it is, but she just shot the tunnel when it was lit, and what lit it was the in-lane. If you go through either in-lane, in addition to spotting an Avenger letter,
She did the dream.
wow,
Well, it
she
hits
gets the
kickback,
tunnel.
yeah. It goes
Yeah,
all
so
the way down to kickback. Wow.
I wasn't paying attention here, Jonathan. Was it here and bounced up here?
Yeah.
And then what happened here?
All the way to the kickback. And she got the kickback to
So
get
she
back
hit
in.
the, this is amazing. It's like another bizarre form of Lazarus ball. She bounced the ball and it came all the way up here and hit this switch, which activated the kickback and put the ball in play. So she's had two you know, Lazarus balls so far. So, you know, Lisa's doing well.
Looks like everyone has, including me, has a hard time hitting the C magic.
The C is the most difficult on this machine to hit, and I find the best way to hit it is if you bring the ball into play off this rail, and don't flip, let it bounce here, and then sort of backhand it as it's coming back.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to hit C.
Got it.
So here, when she shoots this right hallway, the ball doesn't come in at the same angle, so you can't do the same thing.
Oh,
Or, I mean, maybe you can try, but it's not as straightforward.
I see.
But that's what I advise. Okay, she's almost spelled Avenger. She's just a G. she's just the G away from Avenger.
No.
She would also get it with an in lane. And I think that doesn't save from ball. Or no, maybe Avenger maybe does.
That was a similar drain to ball 1.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So let's see here. CC doing well, Laura really lighting it up, and CC and Lisa and Hillary are very close here.
Yeah, I mean, one multi-ball and this whole score will change. Or,
Oh, wow.
there's only one ball locked, so.
Yeah, that's right, and there's some interesting strategy here. You know, does CC want to try and lock 2 balls and get multi-ball,
Or not.
and risk leaving a multi-ball ball for someone else? You know.
Yeah. I feel ya.
So it's very interesting.
So what would you do? Would you go for the multi-ball? I would go for it.
See, would you?
Nothing? No?
It's a great question.
I would go for it because I've been in the position multiple times and I've not gone for it and I've lost every time. So my new rule is I'm going for it.
I guess it depends on how I would feel on scoring points other ways. So I'll tell you what, the one thing she didn't want to do is lock exactly 1 ball.
That would be the worst.
So
Yes.
worst, 1 ball. Best, 2 balls.
Okay, 0 ball.
Okay, great. And yeah, it's really great. So now Laura's actually in the same interesting spot. She may not shoot the lock because she's way ahead. The last thing she wants to do is give someone a shot at a million points.
This is different.
It's crazy. She doesn't want that stuff. There's some other stuff that's going on here. You've mentioned, she locked her. I think it was an accident. Internet, I think you can hear her better than we can. The other thing here is this Ogre's Alley. The more times you shoot the white light without shooting the green light, the more the Ogre's Alley is worth.
That was almost a drain.
I never get anything out of it.
Really. I'm surprised she didn't cradle and post pass there. Again, everyone is here and available to play in varying amounts. Laura has not been here that much this month, so she's probably not that familiar with it. So she did exactly what she didn't want to do, lock 1 ball. That was the worst possible thing for Laura, but she's still well in the lead. And even if Lisa, say, gets that multiple, there's no guarantee that she's going to pass this 1.4 million that CC had.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So let's see.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is very exciting.
High tension.
Hillary, 6 was correct.
Oh,
Bam!
Boom!
Again, 3x playfield during this whole thing, and if she were to get the jackpot up top, it's actually very good for a number of reasons. The jackpot value is written on the backlash, or illuminated on the backlash how much it's worth, and when you collect it, it goes back down to the minimum. So that's the other good thing about.
She's back out a little bit. Oh no!
Oh, but the good thing she did.
Made it so that Hillary would have to lock 3, right? 2.
That's right. Made it very tough for Hillary to get multiple, and I think she passed CC. Is
She
that
did.
correct?
She passed
okay,
CC.
so because again, CC had a good score, and it wasn't going to pass it. So, yeah. So she didn't pass. She didn't pass Laura, but at least she got a lot of points and made it very difficult for Hillary to get multi-ball, which is exactly what she wanted.
Sure.
From that multi-ball, you can see how tough a game it is.
Oh yeah. All right. Hillary needs to be really careful and just secure 3rd.
Oh yeah, she needs 651. Again, unfortunately, I don't know the bonus. She can probably hold down the right flipper, and it will tell her how much bonus she has. If I'm reading the multipliers correctly,
Bonus is only
she has
5,000.
1.
Her bonus is only 5,000.
Oh,
It's not
and
enough.
she has like 1x, so it was very close. And not enough. Dang. This is a pretty tough game. This is a pretty tough game, sort of pure, pretty challenging.
Yeah. It's been Hillary's story, unfortunately. Getting close, but not there.
Yeah,
All right,
so
we will be right back with, what are we moving to? I think.
I think a different game. We're moving to Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Oh, excellent. All right, let me go move the ring.
All right, so they're moving the rig over. Cece's going to record the scores for us again. And yeah, great game. Great game. So we had Laura, Lisa, CC and Hillary, all right. Yeah, so just a little update on the scores. I mentioned here that it's 3-2-1-0 is going to be the is the scoring for this stuff, and right now the scores are after 3 games, which is halfway through. Oh, you can bring it back to me here. After 3 games, was halfway through. Lisa 8, Laura 4, Hillary and CC tied with 3. So still, still pretty close. And there's 3 games left. So the next game on the list is going to be Jurassic Park Limited Edition. Beautiful game. Recent. Keith Elwin designed and I think built each one with his bare hands. No, I don't think he did that. But anyway, it's an awesome game. It's incredibly fun.
That looks good, right, for the floor.
And
This one's a little.
a lot of times, some of the games, so there's 3 different trim lines for these games. There's the Pro, which is the lowest level, the Premium, which is the next level, and the Limited Edition, which is the highest level for Stern pinball machines. And a lot of times, I don't even like the Limited Edition and Premium better than the Pro, believe it or not. Sometimes the extra features are a distraction. For me, the biggest example is Black Knight Sword of Rage. I actually prefer the Pro pretty significantly to the greater models. But boy, this Jurassic Park Limited Edition shoots frickin' great. The ramps are just smoother, and it's really nicer. And there's more toys and stuff like that. And the Raptor pen is a feature of the game that's a physical ball lock instead of a virtual ball lock. And this is just an incredibly fun game. I mean, this is super interesting. So we got the rig almost set up, and we're going to take a look over there. This is just, a lot of people think this is the best pinball game of all time. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah.
Either that one or that
Based on the movie. The first one? Just the first one? How many are there? Is there 11 now? I'm not sure how many there are, but it's based on the first movie, and it's going to be good. I think Jonathan's coming back here. Jonathan, I don't know, does Shane want to come do some commentary here for Jurassic or whatever? I'm happy to sit out. Yeah, super cool game. A lot of different skill shots. A lot of cool stuff going on, and I think we're gonna swap out here for Shane and Jonathan, and here you go.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
It's got cool features.
they didn't put their doll
Nice.
Like the T-Rex head actually moves.
Just
is
like
pretty
that.
nice.
Let's see how we look here. Oh
That's
yeah,
great.
we're looking sharp.
in. They're trying to figure out which dummy I was.
All right,
Yes.
so let's see, a couple things. The main skill shot is to shoot this, and then it comes back down here, and then you'll have, I think, this, and then does that come around this way, and then you shoot
yeah,
this? That's
yeah.
like it's a 3-part skill shot.
You
Is
go
it
1,
1,
2,
and then 2,
3.
and then 3. Yeah, like that.
That's it.
Be 1, I guess it would be 2, and then there's a side thing here, 3. It'd be like that.
Yeah, you can get good eyes on it here.
Yeah.
That T-Rex ramp comes back around on the left side.
And then you shoot this.
And then you get that guy, and that goes around that fish
there we go.
bowl.
You could also soft punch and shoot C, I think, and that will give you something.
Okay, yeah, I think there's more than a few
there's
ways
a couple
to.
of secret things. Wow, what? There was no ball save? What happened? We missed
That
it.
was very rapid. I don't know what that was.
Wasn't there? I didn't see a ball save. That was. I don't know what just happened. Wow. That was,
Yeah, I don't know.
is ball save off? No, it's on. Okay, maybe it's only a couple seconds. C. Oh, she saw C, but that was not a skill shot, so I lied to you, internet. That's weird. I thought it was. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Right there.
Or the code changed. That's also possible. So Laura's probably going for chaos because you want to play a chaos multi-ball. It's great. C,
Absolutely.
H, A, O, and the S. She got 2. She needs this one. And she's going for it. You can also spin this Jeep or hit this Jeep enough amount of times, and you will eventually light a mode here, a rescue mode at the T-Rex.
Yeah, the Jeep's a neat captive ball design. Most modern games have
Yeah.
some version of a captive ball where you have a stationary ball that transfers its energy, its kinetic energy to
I'm gonna try some
another ball that
revolutionary.
usually
Not
goes
hit
up some
any-
kind of ramp to a target or something fun like that. This one, it rotates that Jeep up at the top there and points it left or right when you collide with that forward-facing ball in there. I remember when this game came out and I was looking at that, I was like, is that ball just like magnetically stuck to that? What is happening there? And then I realized this is just a really exotic captive ball design. Pretty fun.
Yeah. And I think Laura started a mode, but she didn't get that far. But she'll still be able to be in that mode later. All right, that's one part of the skill shot. That's the second part, and looking for this. Oh, no, it's okay. 2 parts. Better than what I get every day.
I follow a pinball modding group on Facebook, and they basically take games and replace the toys on them with more film-accurate things.
This has got to
like
be
that.
replaced, right?
Yes.
That's not film at all.
They swapped that Jeep out with basically a Chrysler, Jeep.
Right.
That's more Jurassic Park branded. It looks really cool.
Nice. All right, yeah. So yeah, the problem with this ramp, it's very dangerous when you miss, as you saw.
Yeah, it dumps it right back into the danger zone there.
All right, let's see. They started a 3-player game, so this is going to be a CCTV ruling about what to do.
Oh, is that what's happening right now?
Yes, because Hillary walked up and it says player 1. So it's up to CC to make a ruling. This is an IFPA, so we'll see what the ruling is. Yeah. Are you just starting over?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what's going to happen is Hillary is going to play a single-player game after this. Hillary going 4th would already know what score she has to beat, so that's a fair ruling, I think.
Yeah. Each ball being played. There's no elements of this game that would progressively stack.
Right. It's not.
between
It's also not like.
players.
It's not like Swords of Fury where you can steal a multi-ball or something. So
Exactly.
that's why it's good time. That's a very fair ruling, I think. Good fair ruling. Let's see. I think we can. I forgot who started this game, but it is the responsibility, technically, usually speaking, it's the responsibility of all players to figure out, to make sure it's a 4-player or 3-player game.
Yeah, I suppose there's a collective onus on that.
That's the general etiquette
for
/
that.
ruling, just so everyone knows. So you're at a tournament and you notice that you're like in a group of 3 or 4 and there's only like 1 or 2 players in that machine, or 1 less or whatever. You stop everybody before they play.
There's a
Yeah.
target by the truck?
All right. She's 1 shot away from starting the T-Rex. Let's see what happens here. Also another multi-ball in the, what is that, the paddock? The Raptor paddock?
Raptor paddock.
This thing. You should probably backhand
all I need
it.
is S? Sweet.
I don't know
Yeah.
about this. This seems dangerous. I do it, but I would not recommend it. I also drain a lot. So.
What did I do? What did I do?
Oof.
What did I do?
Good save.
No, what's that?
double.
T-Rex
flip there.
multi-ball. Okay, so she started. That's T-Rex multi-ball. The first mode. Second mode is chase. Got the 3rd one.
What I did was drop
Okay,
the
well,
ball.
That
come
ball
back.
saved Rocket,
Come back.
unfortunately.
So right now she wants to shoot the flashing blue arrows. She got 1. So now there's 1, 2, and 3 here. Almost another 1, but not quite. Oh, there's also 1 here. All right, that'll be the end of the multi-ball. That's okay. And she. Oh no, she got a supply drop, so she lives on. Nice. Supply drop is out of ball. Very, very classic Stern, where the supply drop / mystery during multi-ball gives you out of ball. This is pretty good because she's got 2x playfield, so all the jackpots are doubled as well as everything else. So you saw that her jackpots just jumped from 400,000 to like 1 point something because she had collected a couple of jackpots and now she has 2x scoring. And of course, as you collect jackpots, the jackpots go up. Now she needs to get on the right side, make those right side shots. It's hard. That one's, oh, she got it. Nice. That one's hard, I feel, going up the shooter ramp thing.
Oh, good
And she's back, ball
defensive
coming
shot
back.
there with the ball.
Oh,
I like that.
Right now.
Okay, she's back to single ball play, but she's still alive.
Keep
That's good.
going to finish whatever it is I'm doing.
So she needs S. That's it. All she needs is
Shoot white
S,
arrows
and
to
she'll
do
have
something.
chaos.
Okay, I can do that.
That's a tough shot there.
It
That
is.
really wide orbit.
That
I
sounds
guess
way
you could
more
just
fun.
kind of walk it to the tip of the left flipper, but the times I've tried it, it's just it's so unpredictable at that
There's
edge.
a ramp back here that you have to clear. You have to like go up. It's like a Monster Sonic ramp.
I missed
Oh,
it 'cause
he's
I
in
suck
smart missile. Wants this? That's okay.
Still going for that
Yeah, no kidding.
that C there.
Okay.
Every
so
shot to the right has been S. Guess how many times I've hit
Oh,
it?
Good
nice
nudge.
bounce.
Good nudge.
We'll go here. Yeah, I respect it. I respect
Okay, here
that.
goes S.
See
Ready?
if she goes for that
Right
shot.
there. Go.
1 against that S.
Oh, so close. So close.
Next time. Got it.
I think it's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be either get
That paddock again.
get paddocks towards another multi-ball or just shoot the
Oh,
S.
that's good.
I think what flipper it's on. Oh, but she started a mode, so let's see. She decides to try to rescue.
Go safe.
So these rescue targets that you can get.
Right.
Okay.
And then
S,
there's also
ready?
a dinosaur
Here goes.
moving, which I think is the green light arrow that moves. I think right now it's here. It's going to move to the
S.
right. Yeah, so now it's here. And then it will move to the next spot. Basically, this dinosaur moving, and at a certain point it will, or sorry, it will move here. If it moves here and the rescue's here, the, what do they say? The rescue is failed, but we all know what that really meant. When a dinosaur catches up with the human.
Right. Yes.
We'll just leave that to your imagination.
It's cool. We're talking code. It's,
Mother of S's. Yay!
Okay, there it
There
is. She
it
won it.
is.
So now she needs to hit this
oh, good combo.
chaos
shot there.
target, which I believe is this,
Yes.
to get the multi-ball, which is
That's a
Sorta hard.
threaded shot.
Too
Yeah.
much flashing
But you
at
could also
first,
throw
right?
it into the pops from this way, and sometimes it'll bounce
Yeah.
in. So
That's
How about that?
pretty much
Green
how
light,
I always
green light,
capture it.
that was
that's
Just
also what I do.
get it rattling around in there, and it's a
That
done
was
deal.
not it.
So yes, if you shoot where the green arrow
Let's go
is, where the green
there.
lit arrow, where the dinosaur is, basically, you'll slow the dinosaur from moving around and,
Ooh! Oh,
and
wow.
capturing your human. Oh, sorry, catching up with your human. So that dinosaur is going to be slowed. It also gives you some
I do.
points. So she has
Dinosaurs are
one more
super
rescue
awesome.
left. It's right here.
You know
But
I
I'm
have
sure
a
she
favorite
wants the
dinosaur? You wanna
chaos.
tell them all about it?
Oh, started a computer mode.
My favorite dinosaur is the
Gonna go
T-Rex.
power.
You see, it has
Most
short
people
arms
go
like
power.
I do.
Just
He can
going,
barely
what, virus
reach the
attack?
machines too. Oh my gosh.
I think she doesn't realize. Oh, okay.
I'm
Got
channeling
it.
my inner Keith
She's having a
Owen, that's what's
conversation.
doing
They're
it.
all talking to each other. It's all
Keith
good.
Owen's like,
There might be
"Please
some
stop."
trash talking going on. She picked the mode that I've seen almost no
Hey,
one
that
pick,
didn't start it either.
which is
Mother-
virus attack.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're gonna shoot the flashing blue things, which are here,
Hey,
here,
internet, how do I
here,
start
and I think
chaos?
this. If she listened to the stream, she'd know.
My staff
I said
member
it.
is in peril. I should go do nothing.
That's right.
She's just gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna tell her that's what's gonna happen. One of us is gonna tell her.
Hey, John, do you know what they call a blind dinosaur?
What?
Do you think Eusaurus?
Oh, too good.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm
That's
almost
awesome.
out of
Do you know what they call a blind dinosaur's dog?
Like knowing what I'm supposed
What?
to be doing.
No, I
Do
don't.
you think Eusaurus Rex?
Oh, too good. Shoot the control room. Meanwhile, I think Laura is getting pretty far into this. Oh, it just ended. So she has 77 million without Chaos Multi-Ball. It's a great,
good
great position to be in, honestly. Like, it's really solid. 80 million, yeah. Solid. It's right here. You want to shoot there. Shoot this. So Laura's asking how to start chaos, and I'm basically drawing this on the screen.
That's great.
Oof.
She's like, I'm supposed to hit this target? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's also a smart missile shot, so, you know. All right, ball 3. CC's got some work, but we'll see what happens.
It's all right. You're still beating me.
See if we can get that skill combo. It's very satisfying when you can get the triple on it.
Yeah, it
Oh,
feels
she did the
awesome.
soft plunge on it. But
Ooh, okay, I
kinda
see.
right
Ball
out of the
save is
gate.
very short. It's set to short.
yeah.
Nice one, all right, started a rescue mode. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh, nice. All right. So she has. Oh
Oof.
no, that's rough.
CC with the walk away.
Have there been any tilts today yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
haven't had an opportunity at that one. Bells and chimes are just a little more gentle on the machines, you know? They're just a little more careful, a little
Just
more
like
thoughtful.
This, I gotta hit that tiny, tiny
Um,
little shot right there.
Yeah, you know.
She's calling her shot. She's calling her shot.
Oh.
So I'm gonna put the
Well, I
X
have
right
to call
here.
shot because that's the one I need.
Okay.
So
Right?
she's like, I want this.
Right, internet. That's how it works.
I want to see it.
It's like Babe Ruth right here. Actually, you know, she's actually pretty close to a multi-ball over here, I think. But that's what she wants.
That one. Only go all the way up.
Just draw the X. Oh. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Truck's booty's in the way. Good.
Oh, it didn't even go into the pop. Dang. Yeah, see, she just
instead.
locked the Raptor. Oh, she have Pterodon attack too. So yeah, every shot there is like couples
Let me
in the
guess, I
millions
want to hit the Velociraptor again.
on the right ramp. She maxed the spinner. That would be a unfortunate. But yeah, there's a spinner here. It was maxed, so I think she could have taken shots here and hoped to get a chaos. That's one way.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's really good. I think guaranteed. Well, actually, we should say guaranteed at least third. We don't know what Hillary's score is yet. 100 million. Nice. Let's see what Lisa does. Lisa's guaranteed. Oh wait, yeah. Laura's guaranteed like second. Well, not second. Third, yeah. Lisa's also guaranteed at least third, depending on what happens here. Who won the last game? It was Laura. So Laura has at least 3 points. I think Lisa has 6. Hillary has 3 or 4. Alright, so she's in a mode, and I think she has 2x scoring. So let's see what she can do with that. Yeah, she does. You can tell because this is flashing, so this might be a good time to get a T-Rex mode if you can get one fast. Forgot how long 2x play should last. Alright, up into the spinner, into the pops. 1 million. Taking that shot. Woo! Came off there. Smashing that Raptor paddock. 2x playfield is over.
Oof.
Oh, and that's going down. All right, so I think she passed. Did she pass CC? Let's see. She did. So we have Lisa, Laura, Lisa, CC with Hillary going to play 3 balls right now. So Hillary needs like 5 million to get third and 24 million to get second. And
Yep.
first place is about 102 million, I think. All
Take a
doable.
picture to last longer.
All doable.
I think so.
Hillary, I think I was talking to her. She likes this Modern Stern more than Led Zeppelin because she has more time on it. More,
Well, yeah, I suppose we all do, right?
yeah. All right.
Makes sense.
So here it goes.
But yeah, that was a good one.
All right. So she got the skill shot. So that's cool.
I got a whole
And then
bunch of
let's see what she does.
my sale.
Going for chaos or going for the T-Rex?
Oh, no, that side's so good.
I think T-Rex would be a good
you put it
place
in the-
shooting this.
The points camera?
You play T-Rex multi-ball and see what you're at, and then afterwards, because you know like 20 million
Aw.
is very doable with a T-Rex multi-ball, or at least getting close there.
Yeah, no, for
And
sure.
so you know you can play T-Rex
That wasn't
multi-ball, and
very
then
good.
after you're done,
That was
figure
not
out
very
what
good.
do you need to do after that.
Sorry, guys.
You know, it depends what Hillary wants, because I think she has at least 3. Okay. But Laura, if she wins, she'll have 6. And Lisa had at least 6, so I'll look at the scores in a minute. All right. That was not T-Rex. Sorry. You have to stealth T-Rex and then shoot it. I forgot. My bad. But it's okay. This is another mode that you can get points on. This is a little bit harder. You gotta shoot those rescue targets. Not the same shot over and over. Ba-dum. So Hillary wants to shoot these rescues. There you go. That's 1. 2 more.
No, what was
Oh,
that?
not like this, Hillary.
Man.
What's the center button?
Not like this.
All right, shake up the cobwebs. This
One
is
more
it.
ball. All on the line. But she is at least in 3rd place. So she has passed CC.
I gotta
Let's
be able
see.
to do something.
All right, the skill
That's all
shots
I
go a
can
long
do.
way. You also get ball save time.
So, how many times have you played this game? Not enough. Turns out.
If I drop max spinner and she shoots it,
It's like
okay.
a quarter, and I need so much money on it.
A
Maybe
quarter.
she's shooting the spinner. That would be
I know, it's like robbery. people who complain
All right, one more letter for T-Rex. T-Rex.
What was our second place? 29 mil?
23 mil.
23 mil. Okay, she's on the. I think she's got it right there.
Yes. And I think that came from. Oh, no tilt. No tilt. No. She tilted
it. Oh no.
No. But she got there, I think, right?
27 mil.
Yeah, she's got there. She got second.
Tiltery.
Man.
But that would have been heartbreaking if she tilted and like was at 23, like under. I would have been so sad.
No, that would have been quite a heartbreaker.
But I'm glad she got us to use our little thing.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go to Grand Prix, which is right behind there.
Sounds good.
And then I will get a score upgrade right now. Okay, so after that, Laura has 7, Hillary has 5, Lisa has 9, and Cece has 3, I believe. Yep. Cece's going to enter the score, but I believe that will be the score.
Yeah, I was gonna put some time in on that one.
Cece. So yes, it's Lisa with 9, Laura with 7, Hillary with 5, and Cece with 3. You have 3. Still, yep. Dun dun dun. Time for the greatest Grand Prix. Oh, and after that's pro football. I love it. I love watching people play old games. I learned so much. So yeah, if you're a tournament player, you might love Stearns like me, center buttons forever. But gotta learn to play all era games. So because this happens, you know, in tournaments, you will eventually play older games, and gotta learn how to deal with them. I think Dennis is walking over here. Okay. All right, that's fair. I might tag out for football, but we'll see. I can also tag out if Shane wants to come back. We'll see. But I actually like Grand Prix a lot. It's a very fun game. Not bad. Okay. All right, so we're setting up for Grand Prix, which I think is a great game. Yes, that's fine. I was going to say Grand Prix is a great game because it's very symmetrical. You can like divide the machine down the vertical, and like there's a left half and a right half, and like there's a left bonus and a right bonus, and there's even the saucer has like influence. There's an arrow that tells you which bonus it influences and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Like, yeah, you can basically draw a line down here, and then you sort of have, you know, like there's this spinner here and this spinner here, and as you spin each spinner, it increases each of these bonuses. When you get to the max, as I said, there's a max bonus, as you've noticed. When you're at max, your spinner gets lit, whatever the corresponding spinner gets lit here for 1,000 to spin. And then you max out your bonus, you can actually get more. You collect your bonus in these saucers. When you drain, it only collects the bonus that's being lit, right, I believe?
That's right. That's
so
exactly right.
Sometimes you'll see like this bonus be really high and this be like nothing, and they drain, but this was lit and it's like wah wah. There's also A, B, C, and D, which will get you towards the extra ball when you complete enough of it, right? Or
and also, yeah, the first pair of them you get, and I think they have to be either the pair AB or
CD.
The pair CD lights this little 1 here,
here,
and that means that you're getting double bonus for the rest of the ball, collecting it in saucers and when you drain.
Okay.
So that's huge, you know, and probably one of Laura's first objectives here is going to be to try and get a pair of A and B. And I usually go for the pair A and B or C and D, and I usually go for A and B, and you can see she picked up A.
Yeah.
A lot of times the saucer shot.
Oh yeah, that's another thing to learn about this game.
Crazy.
This has a crazy feature. Thank you. So there, you can't see it that well, but these are gaps. There's nothing here. So if you trap up, it could just be like whoop, whoop. Or sometimes it comes in and it bounces a weird way, whoop, straight out. It's just that's good to know. Also, old games have low fields. Oh, that's unfortunate. But, so as we saw, they can leave it here. It's fine.
Leave it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, as we saw, these are really low. So it's actually possible for the ball to hop over. So you shouldn't be too surprised depending upon how certain things happen. Usually that happens when the ball goes really quickly. And you try to trap up and it like smashes in here and it just jumps out. I think that's what happened to David, but it didn't matter because he won the tournament.
He did.
But I remember he was sort of incredulous or whatever when that happened. And I was like, it's happened to all of us. Because you're like, there's a piece of metal. Why aren't you saving me?
Great job keeping that in play right there.
Yeah. So I have a question. When you
Yeah.
light 1, 2, 3, and 4, what does that do? Like only the first one is double, but then
First one activates double bonus. Second one lights extra ball, which
Okay.
alternates back and forth between
here.
the two inlays. I believe that the third does nothing, I believe, and the fourth one lights special.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, she just cashed out on this. She's happy.
Got a lot of balls left.
Yeah, and it's kind
Oh
of,
wow, wow. Well, that was
wow.
safe.
And it's interesting,
Ooh,
she
nice.
really wants a pair, A and B, or C and D, because she wants all the bonus for the rest of her ball to be doubled.
Tell
Yeah,
me more.
for sure, for sure.
And
Oh,
here,
she got A
she's
and
got
B,
it.
and it lit 1, just as you said.
One lights up, and now every bonus at the end of the ball or in the middle of the ball collection is doubled. So
Gotcha.
instead of getting 10,000 for the 10,000 light that she had lit on the left, she actually got 20.
This says player 4.
Kind of a cute little. Well, this is a 5-ball game, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, 5-ball game. We should keep track of what ball we're on. Because,
I think this is ball 2. If CC's gone already.
yeah. Okay. So
She player 1. Let's see.
she is player 1.
Okay, this is ball 2.
I was looking down there. No, I know.
So what do you like to do on this machine?
So like as I said, because you have the opportunity to collect the bonus over and over and over, it goes away when you collect it, but then you build it back up
Right.
again. I try and get A and B. I don't try for C and D because they're too close, and then I do just what CC did. I try and hit those spinners and go up, because as she's hitting them, she's building up her bonus.
Yep.
So the left spinner, look, she built her left bonus all the way up to 30,000. Now, if she gets a pair, A, B, or C, D, wow, great C. That 30,000 will be 60,000.
Ooh.
As you mentioned, she had the right one lit,
Yep.
and so she got 20,000. I believe it stays fixed throughout the entire ball and alternates from ball to ball. So I think it's left on ball 1, right on
Oh,
ball
okay.
2,
I never
left on
noticed
ball
that.
3.
You're probably right.
I might be right, I'm not sure. One thing that's kind of funny about this game is, Internet, you can hear it better than we can, is the bonus count. The bonus count makes a bell chime for every click of a reel.
Ooh.
Oh,
That was-
nice job escaping the right side hole of doom. So, like there, she made the left saucer, and she made the right saucer. You hear 5 clicks, 1 for each 1,000. If she gets double bonus, you'll only hear 1 bell for each click.
Ah,
So it's funny, when you collect the bonus for 50, you get 50 bells.
that's super funny.
And if you get it for, 100,000, you only get 10. So this is good. She's going back up top,
No.
and she wants that beat. She's
Okay,
going to try
I
and
can't
nudge her
get
way
it
into
to go in
that
the
beat.
toilet. Oh, there
And
it
again,
goes.
like you mentioned, I think hitting the saucer up there is advancing her left and right bonus.
Yep, whatever's lit.
And you see as she's hitting those swings up top, it's oscillating. back and
It's a super healthy
So here's 40,000. She gets 40 bells.
I never noticed that. That's cool.
Yeah, and then once she gets double, which she desperately wants, she'll get, she'll get
You could keep just doing that clinkety thing.
same
with her
thing.
friend.
There she
Oh,
got it.
got it.
That's
She got
awesome.
C&D, so now everything from now on.
Oh
Boom,
yeah. and
30,000.
that-
Bam.
And there was less bells, just like you said.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not 30,000. Or
I
yeah,
can
30.
hear you.
No, not. It was 60,000.
It was 60, but it was less
60,000.
bells.
10,000 bells.
Yes.
That's it.
That's super funny.
So that's pretty big. It is hard for us to see the score here, isn't it? So each player has a score.
I'll walk over there after this next
You can
ball.
send me over.
Okay. We'll do a check after ball 3. This is ball
whatever
2.
suits you. Yeah, we can see a little bit. And we got a very good sense of Laura, I think.
I'm sure.
So again, Lisa got the A and the B. So she's already in double. Oh, so this is interesting.
Oh no.
This game has sometimes messes up and forgets to get rid of the lights.
Oh yeah, that happened in your.
It did, and right now, for example, Hillary's up, and the 2 light is lit, but the 1 isn't.
Yeah.
So extra ball is lit, and
But are you sure she didn't just get that last time? Because I think that carries over.
it does not.
Does not?
It's
Okay.
only through error
Oh, okay.
that it carries over. So yeah, that's actually that's a good point. The left bonus and right bonus don't carry over, and the center lights are not supposed to.
Oh, but they
So
can.
hilarious. So yeah, she's So she accidentally has an extra ball. It's kind of one of the charming things about the, pinball being a physical thing. It's not a, you can't go reprogram this so
Right.
mechanical, can you?
Yeah.
So let's see if it goes away or stays. It's still there.
They're there. So
we have-
everyone can get an extra ball.
Everyone can get an extra ball because it's just kind of hanging out.
Score.
It doesn't reset sometimes from ball to ball.
That's on.
Oh, score cam is down.
So it is.
Score cam's off, but we couldn't see what the score was
I
anyway.
think the score cam is out of battery. I was telling Shane.
Yeah.
Shane's on it. Thank you,
It's
Shane.
not the end of the world to not see the
It
score.
needs a new battery.
Yeah, because we can run over there. But yeah, so normally in qualifying you get to play. This game awards extra balls, like not points, right?
That's right. It's set
So-
to award extra balls, not points.
And so in qualifying this is great, but in tournament not as much.
It's not as much. You still get to plunge. You still get to plunge and try for the saucer. Actually, it was very funny. David got an extra ball on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And he just plunged kind of haphazardly. He didn't carefully measure the plunge. He got 2 saucers.
Wow, that's huge.
He missed the saucer.
Transmitter's good.
The pop bumper brought it back up to the saucer, and then it went back down, and the pop bumper brought it back up again. So again, he's not touching the machine.
That's
yet. This
hilarious.
is just he's plunging, and that's the rule we're playing by
Yeah,
today is
orange
that
and
you
green.
plunge and you have to let it go. So that was pretty nice.
That's nice.
Um,
So I guess the 2 is going to stay lit for a bunch of people. All right.
Well, we'll see. Sometimes it reset. When I was playing by myself, sometimes it would stay and then go away.
Okay.
So it's something going on there. CC understands these things extremely well, of course. Why it's not resetting. In fact, the final game tonight, Pro Football, actually broke in the middle of the tournament Wednesday, and
Oh.
CC has repaired it.
Was that in your group? I think that's what I heard.
That's right. That was my group. I was in the
It
middle
could be
of.
the
I was
receiver
player 3, and I was in the
together.
middle of my game. That's actually 1-player game, so that's going to be a little bit different from what
Yeah.
we've seen so far. But in the middle of my game, the right flipper just stuck upward. Both
Wow.
right flippers. There's 4 flippers. And of course, so the ruling was, well, okay, that's one minor thing, and I drained as a result, so I was going to get an extra ball to play to
Yeah.
add to my score at the end. And then on my next ball, I had a ball where I flipped the right flipper, like very clear, and the flipper just didn't go.
Okay.
And it was like Michael saw it, and I was like, oh. And so we were just like, well, unfortunately, we got to scrap it and move on to split ball. But that was a lot of
Okay,
fun.
player's fine.
So.
All right.
You have to,
So,
to do that. You have to.
Trying to get the score cam fixed, I believe.
Really?
That's what's going on.
The camera's on.
But yeah, I think this game's a lot of fun. I think
Yeah.
this game's really cool because it has simple rules, but you can do a lot of things. And like I said, I really love the symmetry.
I can go reset this.
I know that some people may not like that, but I think it's cool. There's a left and a right bonus in there, and then a left and a right spinner, and they're all like they're basically independent of each other.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, so this is not
It's funny. So I feel like this sort of game should be my wheelhouse, and I was not in the top 5 during February this, and and I asked Max about it because he's he's very good at variety games, including this one, and he said yes, you really have to collect. You have to shoot those saucers and collect mid ball. He said that I was doing the right thing by going for a pair as soon as possible, because basically most of these points come from collecting this bonus mid ball. But he said, yeah, you just got to shoot them. You got to shoot. You got to collect them during, because hitting the spinner for 1,000 a click is fine. But what you really want is to be rebuilding the bonus by hitting
right,
the spinner
yeah.
for 10,000 a light.
Yeah.
You know.
That makes sense.
So he explained that to me, and I tried a little bit, and indeed, so that was good. So Max, thank you for the explanation of how to score more, even though I didn't achieve it. I think he just has to be correct that you really want to collect bonus during.
Turn this guy
It's
off.
very interesting here.
Back on.
I think it was talked about on Wednesday. The ball kind of fires off these flippers, but the way the machine is set, you can fire the ball at full speed, and the saucer may capture it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw
so,
that.
you
We
know,
were
okay,
talking.
yeah.
Shane and I were debating whether that was possible, and then we saw it happen in the finals. So
Okay, there
that's
you
cool.
go. Yeah, so it is. So you can-
Because you're right, on other Grand Prix machines that doesn't work. If you shoot
Okay,
directly in the
leave it.
saucer, it will just like go out. You have to sort of like
guy
do
is-
these weird like shoot here, or like I guess have different momentum and sort of have it go in more quote unquote naturally.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah, I was watching Chris Murray the other day, and a lot of times he would shoot it sort of,
let me check the
below
other
the left saucer, and it would end up careening over to the right
Yeah.
saucer and things like this.
I've also wondered if there's a
very good.
possibility, if you're crazy, to do like some cool bank shot like this.
I mean, it almost looks like it's designed that way, doesn't it? That
It
it's
does,
designed
but
to
it's also
do
very
that.
dangerous, right?
It seems too dangerous to me. I mean, my best guess would be it would be a forehand across
oh, you're
from
saying
left
from
flipper
here.
to D.
to D to
Right.
that.
Because otherwise it jams too far back.
Yeah, I can
towards
see
you.
that.
Well, anyway, here's CC on ball 3. We don't have the score cam, but that's okay. Wow! So she got.
Did she get the extra
She
ball?
got the extra ball, and it's still lit.
So she can keep going and
that's
get another extra ball, or
Yeah,
is this only going to give her one?
I think she can get another one because I think it stayed lit. But she got an extra ball.
She's going to plunge, right? Do they know that, right?
Yeah, extra ball. I think you got an extra ball.
Oh, I got extra ball.
And we're very casual here, so we, you know, if Laura had accidentally played one of
Cece's
that was
ball.
Cece's
official
balls,
extra ball.
she technically, you know, if it was an official turn, would have been like disqualified from the whole game, and Cece would have got the compensation ball, I think, maybe, or something like this too. But thankfully here we're, you know, it's a friendly group. So even though we're social distancing, we're still socially connected. So I was not breaking any rules by yelling out to Cece, "Hey, you got an extra ball." So there you go.
Okay.
So she got some. Yeah, she got a saucer out of that at least, you know, and.
Hey, that's basically what you want on your extra ball.
Yeah. Actually, I guess like one of the things you would want to do is you get a few advances for getting the saucer.
Yep.
You should learn to plunge so that you either hit both slings before going in the saucer or just one. Because you, in that spot for the extra ball, what she wants to do is she wants to plunge and either hit one or two slings before going in the saucer, so that the one that she's going to collect
is
advances.
on the, yeah, I got it.
So
Because we talked about, that's right, because it's the arrows switch on which ball. So we're on ball 3, I think.
Yeah.
Or 4.
I think we're on ball 3, and I think it's indicated by the fact that arrows left. I think Hillary is up as player 4, ball 3. Oh no, sorry, Lisa, player 3, ball 3.
Yeah.
And as we can see, when Hillary shoots, or sorry, when Lisa shoots, if it hits any of the slings up there, that's going to oscillate back and right and left. There she is. And I guess the slings down at the bottom and the slings up top switch that thing around. So if you learn to plunge and hit exactly one or exactly two slings, it lets you in a spot where you really want to advance one and advance the top.
You know, I don't know. It looked like she might have been able to nudge that back in. I don't know.
So
I saw that happen, I think.
It is possible. I managed to pull a couple out of the right. When it went down the right out lane, you can kind of shake it and bring it back in. I'm not as expert as some other players are around, but there's metal there. And I think that, so one, you can kind of make the ball rattle as it goes down the right out lane and then kind of duck into through the right hole. And then another option might be to just let it come down and then try and bonk the diagonal metal into the ball and off the rail. So there you see the ball, she came out, went off the rail and back in. I think if the ball's coming down out lane, you might be able to do that. Strike the ball by nudging the machine along the direction of the diagonal metal into the ball to drive it off the rail and back in. See, that's kind of what she tried to do. You might be able to see here that you know, what she was trying to do here is that she was trying to bang, you know, bonk it off the wall and bring it back in, which would have been super awesome. But it didn't quite work out. But it was a valiant effort. Okay, so I think we're up to 3 balls. Each the score cam is back on. I think I see the first numbers. I think 122 for CC, maybe 2-something for Laura, 80-something for Lisa, and 220-something.
Yep. Cool.
Great job, Shane.
She got A and B. Oh, but she's going to get double.
Yeah, she's going to get double. Instead of 20,000, she actually got 40,000 for a few seconds.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Not bad.
And that was one of those spots where, because of the number of slings she hits before going in the saucer, she got she advanced the one that she actually collected. So pretty cool. Very good.
Let's see.
Laura's wearing the have we talked about Laura's T-shirt yet? You had me at.
That was some
Shenanigans?
pro level. That was some
Is it
pro
shenanigans?
level
I don't know.
snacky
It looks like it might be like a glass, sorry, a
talk, but
kitty
it was
with
pretty
a
impressive.
cat with those.
Oh, no.
With those slits for eyes, sunglasses. I'm not sure.
I haven't read all of her shirt. Let's see, though. She's at 227. I don't think she caught Hillary. Maybe it's hard to say. But Hillary still has 1 ball to play, so we'll see.
No, 2. They're on ball 4.
Oh, that's 2. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it's on the right. It goes.
Yeah, that's right. Left, right, left, right.
That's right.
All right, we're cool. Yeah. Some quick balls. Let's see. Nice bounce. Nice nudge. So we've got A and B. One more.
Wow, good save.
Oh.
Yeah, and these flippers are not the same as like the Stern flippers.
They are
we
not.
were playing earlier, I'll tell you that much. They're very different, and it takes a different touch to play with them. A very different touch, actually, than Sage Card. So since she doesn't have a match pair yet, she's getting 5,000 per you know,
Yeah.
per light over there instead
She
of
just
10.
got double.
But she just got it. That's right. So now the rest of the ball is going to be dead. So that's now 100,000. Left
Ooh.
saucer's split for 100,000. So you see, she wants to collect it so that she can
Start building it. Oh,
again.
yeah, that's gonna be
that's a shame. And that's not the one she collected. You talked about this earlier, where I think that it's a shame. That one was 100,000,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the right ball
Yeah.
for it. So instead, she got maybe 40,000 or something.
Hi, dog.
I think it was around 40.
Still decent ball. She,
Yeah.
you know, and she's
What? Thanks for calling him.
doing good stuff with the ball.
All right. Hillary definitely wants to have something happen.
Actually, look at this. The left bonus carried over.
It did.
The left bonus. didn't.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, on the plus side, she's collecting the right bonus. So.
Yeah, so there you go. So let's see if the left bonus goes away now. See,
did,
now it did. So
yeah.
it's just an old machine. Thing. Okay, so final ball here. Pretty close. Left bonus is the one to collect.
Yep.
All right, I gotta beat these
A, B,
boys.
C, D. Let's see what
So
happens.
I can get it.
Here we go.
Ah,
Almost. Yeah, there. It hit the C and it went in the saucer.
Yeah, see, there you go. So
But it wasn't that fast.
No,
so-
it was a slow ball.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Oh, no.
yeah, you know, so she doesn't want to shake it too. Oh, actually, she could have. She's only getting 5,000
Yeah.
bonus, so she could have pretty, you know, she could have risked it. Had very little to lose, yeah. But it's a weird thing to do. A lot of people don't even try because it doesn't really look
Damn
like
it,
it's
Hillary.
Right.
designed for that. It's really designed to, you know, I think designed to screw you over. I don't know, but
Over
the
there,
designer
Gigi.
can.
That's probably true. I mean, these are all machines that were put on
I can't
location.
say it
This is
on
when
camera,
pinball was
so I
on
don't
location
wanna-
100%, right? So
Yep.
you'd be wanting to
I
get
don't want to
quarters
encourage you.
or nickels or dimes. I don't know, whatever this era was.
I would
Let me
love
say
to.
quarters.
I think it's quarters, yeah.
Oh.
You know, one thing I learned, I didn't even know this. I guess there's no actual way to set an EM to take more than one coin.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know. It's because of the mechanics
It's
of it.
mechanical. You
Yeah.
can't reprogram it. That's
Exactly.
not a thing. Not a thing. All right,
It's a
Lisa.
solid state thing.
It's a salty thing. Or yeah.
Or
yeah.
DMD,
Yeah.
DMD thing, I should
Yeah.
say.
Let's see. Okay, this is, you know, again, she wanted to be hanging out up there more, but she didn't. So she's going to try and get back up there. She doesn't really
Ooh.
have any bonus on either side.
Oh
Great
no!
move.
Oh wow!
Yes, yes.
Tough calls, still alive.
Good. Yeah, that's what she wants. Goes up a little bit left bonus. She
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh wow!
That is just a signature Lisa move
Yeah.
right there, where it looks like the ball is absolutely dead to rights, and she just brings it back to life out of
Awesome.
nothing. She's got double bonus lit now.
Ooh.
Again. I mean, this is just, these are absolutely signature Lisa moves. She does this sort of stuff all the time and just leaves me just freaking
Oh, awesome.
reeling. Very fun to watch her play.
There it
Boom.
is.
There it is. That's 60,000.
Yeah.
Boom.
Got double bonus.
I mean, just look at 60,000 for that, see? I mean, think about how valuable it is for her to keep those balls alive there. It's just
Yeah.
incredible. There's 20,000.
Wants that spinner.
Man, she just does, you know, you feel like the ball has mind of its own sometimes, but Lisa doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
she knows that she's the one who's got the
Yeah.
mind of
She's
the
gonna
ball.
collect 20,000.
She's gonna
I
collect
think she's
20,000.
in first. She's
Yeah,
in
big.
3-4.
She got
Looks like 340s.
Really nice ball, Lisa. Yeah, I mean, again, the whole thing. This is a
347.
very difficult machine. You know, for example, she just had a great ball and it's already
Yep.
over. You know,
Yep.
just goes quick. But that's why it's set to 5 balls.
Yeah, totally. Oh, no saucer for Hillary.
So that's okay.
Gets that saucer. So that will put her ahead of Laura, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Good. She's 10,000.
The far corner.
Oh no! Ooh,
So
nice.
yeah, I mean.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Wow, that was awesome.
Just brought it back from absolutely the jaws of defeat.
Ooh.
Great job, Hillary, to
Nice.
bring the ball back in. Fantastic.
All right.
Absolutely fantastic.
Get
Now-
the
yeah,
B.
now she's
Oh,
great.
she did it.
Double bonus from here on out. So it probably, I mean, she's in very good shape here. She doesn't tilt.
Yeah.
I think right now she get 40,000 bonus, which might put her in the lead
I know.
if she drains without tilting. Hillary's not afraid to nut. There it is,
Oh, there it
40,000.
is.
So I think
I think she's in the lead.
we think she won.
I think so. We'll see.
And
It looks like it to me.
fantastic.
That was
Absolutely
awesome.
fantastic play. Incredible ball by Lisa to come from 4th
Oh yeah, totally.
all the way up to
361.
3rd and a challenging 3rd. And then we believe that Hillary just won there.
I think so, yes.
Absolutely fantastic.
Lisa.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Laura.
Super great. Great game.
Yep. It looks like 347 and 361.
Super awesome.
That's why I didn't see that you got 2.
All right, so we will be going to pro football.
We're going to pro
and we'll
football.
see if Shane wants to tag in.
One of my favorites is pro football. All right, yeah. So I totally love this game.
I would love to hear your breakdown of this game because I know the rules, but I never know what to do.
So there's a bunch of things that some people just don't understand about pro football.
And I'm sure I'm one of them. So
and one of them is that, so first of all, it's a one-player game. So we're going to watch CC play our whole game.
And everyone's going to play 5 balls, right?
Everyone's going to play 5 balls. There's no extra balls available in the game. It's got 4 flippers. But the way the game works is,
it's like touchdowns.
You're trying to score touchdowns.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? Well, you can gain yardage in increments of 10 yards.
Okay.
And then a football moves up the playfield as you do that. We can switch to us, right? Should we talk?
Well, it's not there yet.
Well, we can switch to us.
Okay, switch to us, yes.
So yeah, as you move up, you know, as you gain yards, this football, you know, demonstrates that moves up. And when, you know, you get some points along the way for doing when you do this, but when you get a touchdown, you get 6,000 points, which is
good.
a ton.
That
Okay.
like a lot.
And when you get a touchdown,
instances
no matter how many yards you gain to like break the plane of the goal line, you go back to 1 or 0.
Oh, wow.
You know, so it doesn't wrap.
Okay.
Okay. But it does stay from ball to ball.
Okay.
You know, so if you're on the 50-yard line, you know, and ball 2 drains, you keep going.
Okay.
Now, a lot of the shots in the game are worth a fixed number of 10 yards. One of the key ones is the spinner is 10 yards a click at any point during the game.
I've seen that. Yep.
There's a bunch of there's a bunch of rollovers that are worth. There's a couple worth 10 yards, a couple worth 30 yards, and there's 4 worth 50 yards. There are 2 vary targets. That are worth, depending on how hard you hit them, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 10 yards. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. Yep. That's right. And then if you hit it hard enough, the very target gives you a touchdown no matter where you are on the field.
The dream.
And the drain. When you drain out the sides, if you drain out the sides, it gives you a touchdown no matter where you are on the field. Now, the funny thing is this brings up some super interesting strategy decisions because right now, these special touchdown things would only be worth 20 yards to CC.
I see.
They're only worth 20, so they're only worth, you know, much as all these other shots, you know, a couple clicks of the spinner. So a lot of times you're over there by the right out lane, and you have to decide, you want to keep track of how many yards is that worth, because it carries from ball to ball. Right now it's worth 40. Right now it's worth 100 yards if she went out the side. So there she might go ahead and let it drain out the side to get those 90 yards.
I've seen that, okay.
Whereas if it was only worth 10 yards, she would shake the living daylights out of the machine. There's no bonus.
But
so
doesn't this one of those games where tilt ends your game?
Tilt ends your game. So, you know, that's a shame. But there you go. See, she ripped the spinner. She got 10 yards of spin. And then once she got the touchdown, it kind of held up for a second. See?
Oh yeah.
There, she got 60 yards for that.
Wow.
For that
for
outlane.
That drain,
okay,
yeah.
so she got the 6,000 points. So you know, like right now, she might be happy to get one of these touchdown things, which again she could shoot by either going through either right or left out lane or through shooting the very target all the way to the back. But then she just went through a 50-yard rollover. So now it's like, okay, so now she's only 30 yards from a touchdown. You know, which again, 3 spinner clicks or a couple of rollovers.
What about this? What's up here?
Those are rollovers. The ones on the outsides are worth 10 yards. The ones next are worth 30 yards, and the ones on the insides are worth 50 yards.
Okay. And then how do you light these How do you light these bumpers?
I'm not sure. They actually kind of confuse me.
I know, I was wondering that.
I'm not sure about that. But they periodically light.
For 1,000.
For 1,000 when they're light. Yeah. So yeah. Gosh, whoa. She's actually tearing it up. So on the in the finals, in the open finals on Wednesday, we had to stop in the middle. But the 2 players that played complete games were like 30,000 and 31,000 or something like that. So this is, you know, a top line score, and a lot of people think this game's a lot of you know, luck, and some part of it is a bit of luck. But I think there's a lot of skill to it, and I love it, and I think it's really fun. But Jim Belcito, you know, I know you're out there.
He's not a fan.
And he did experience, you know, he experienced something where kind of there's a lot of, you know, I mean, he's a, you know, he absolutely, you know, very sporting fellow, but he doesn't love it because there's a lot of, you know, a lot of bouncing around, and you can get some lucky bounces and stuff like that. Certainly.
Hey, I understand.
So
people like certain games, you know, for different reasons, or hate certain games for different reasons.
So 40,880, that's a huge score here. And indeed, actually, CC did it with some on-the-fly spinner rips.
Yeah, that was really good.
I don't know if Laura knows, but all the dead bounces are great in this game.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm asking about
except for off the upper left flipper.
Okay.
And what happens here is if you dead bounce off any of these flippers, and for those of you who don't play that much, by dead bounce I mean let the ball hit the flipper without flipping. It gently guides the ball over to the upper flipper on the other side, and which primes you for a shot at the spinner.
Okay.
That's a great. The best way to hit the spinner on this machine is to do it from the upper flippers, and you can really let it fly.
Ooh, this is rough.
And it's very difficult from the lower flippers unless the ball's in motion somewhere. And actually, I think Gene Lewin told us that, who knows this game very well, he was like, actually, the lower flippers are supposed to be pitched up a little more to make it more possible to hit the spinner. But, you know, this is set. It presents a very interesting challenge that it, you know, encourages you to, take that dead bounce and go, and, go around here. So Laura's having a tough game, but that doesn't mean,
hey, that was,
we'll see. You know, again, each ball's, so actually not each ball is individual, but she scored. So, that was her 5th ball.
Yeah, no, it was rough. When we were talking,
so
she drained like 3 in a row.
Yeah, that is I saw her draining a bunch in a row. That is an unfortunate debacle. I'm sure she's not super happy with that.
The current score is Lisa with 11, Hillary with 8, Laura with 8, CC with 3.
Yeah,
so if CC takes first, that would make her 6. That's she can spoil.
Yeah, so actually I think Laura, that score is and again, Laura's an absolutely phenomenal player, and I'm sure she's just extremely disappointed with that score because that's very low.
True.
And I'm sure that's probably the lowest score she's ever gotten in the game, I'm sure.
I think so. That was not great.
So that sucks. Indeed, this is good news for Lisa because if Lisa got 0, she could have been caught.
Yes, by somebody,
Hillary, or
Laura.
But
Laura, not Laura anymore, probably.
That's right. But if Lisa actually beats that score, 9,200, she's going to win the tournament.
Correct. I was about to bring that up. This would be a great point to mention that she probably does not want to tilt because you don't want to be like at ball 3 at 2,000 and then tilt out because that would be heartbreaking. But I'm sure she knows that tilt ends the game.
See there, she got 70 yards and 6,000 points for draining out the side.
I see.
Because the ball was so, it was in her field. So that was actually fantastic.
Oh wow, there we go.
She did it again. She got 90, 80 or 90 yards for this and got 6,000.
Got it. So now I understand.
And again, if she was near the end zone already, she'd be pissed and she'd probably try and get it out there. She'd try and nudge it back to life. But hey, you know what? When you're getting 90 yards that again,
totally.
Just take it. Take the 6,000.
Yeah, she's probably like, why am I getting all these points?
You know what? And so this is actually.
And it started with this lit somehow. That was cool.
Yeah, I think usually like right before you plunge, it's lit, and then it's not. The plunge.
But with that second drain, the second ball, the touchdown, she has taken the tournament.
That's right. Yeah, she passed it. She passed it.
All right, look at this. She's getting close to passing CC.
Yeah, actually, sometimes the lights flicker off. I've seen that for a moment. The left touchdown light flickered off. I don't know why that happens, but when it's
still
off,
counts,
it doesn't.
Oh,
no.
really?
It loses track of it.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I think that's probably a minor malfunction for that sort of thing. You would know better than I would, Jonathan. But so anyway, she's doing a great job here. I mean, just so fun. Just absolutely. Now CC got more. CC got 40,880.
Yeah.
Lisa got that, but that's a fantastic showing
really
for Lisa.
Well, that'll be enough to lock the tournament. So
enough to lock the tournament. So now all Hillary's can do is just let it rip. Just go in there.
Yeah. I mean,
take those horns.
If Hillary can pass Laura, she'll get second.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
because
right.
CC can only finish with 5 at max. So.
And not only that, she just had a dog toy kicked over her shoulder accidentally, which is good luck.
I think so.
So anyway, this is really.
Wayland.
This is really fantastic.
This is one of those games too where you plunge by flipping.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly right. It might only be the right flipper.
I think it's only. But
the right flipper plunges, and so you don't have any control over the strength.
Yep.
I tried to learn to incorporate a nudge into the plunge to guide the ball to go up higher and miss the thing, and I couldn't do it.
That's good to know, though. That's a good idea.
It's something to try, right? You should try and, it seems like there should be a way to nudge the machine as you're plunging to guide it to, instead of hitting that pop bumper, which I think it always starts lit before you plunge and then unlights. it would be a way to avoid that and try and get like maybe that 30-yard thing. So after what, one ball?
Yeah,
she has
one ball.
8,000. Wow,
So
great
just
ball.
don't tilt, Hillary.
And she just got 50-yard
there
touchdown,
you
just
go.
like that. In a few seconds, she covered 100 yards.
Yeah.
She got the 50-yard rollover and got 5 clicks with a great spin.
So she'll be second.
Yeah, but let's see how much she can do.
Yeah.
Let's So again, some of these balls, I think that maybe it just hasn't come up. There are dead bounces available here. So if you guys come in here and you want to practice your dead bounce, you should do it. Hillary's much more of an on-the-fly player, and in fact, we've seen none. We've seen no dead bounces in this game tonight. I don't think.
Right, that's correct. I haven't seen a single one.
Wow, so she's ripping it up actually, with 17,000 already after 2 balls. This is a great score.
I've also seen no scissoring though. That's also good. It's a good thing.
No scissoring. No one losing the ball between
these flippers here and here.
Yeah, which happens. Yeah, she's and again, like I said, there was only 2 complete games, and this in the finals on Wednesday, and the 2 scores were like 30,000 and 31,000.
Wow.
So, you know, she's really good. You can see there, she got all those yards. Those side rollovers are 50 yards.
Okay.
Because they're hard to get, those ones, you know, on the left and right side. They're very hard. So the side rollovers and the 2 center rollovers are 50 yards. You notice no one has been shooting for the very targets. I don't either.
I would never shoot
I
those.
don't like them. Johnny Monica does,
okay.
and he can do it. You know, he's a very talented player, of course. But to me, no, too dangerous. I just want to try and.
I'm also just not a fan of very targets.
You know, it's cool. It's something different that we don't normally see. I don't know.
They never work out for me, I feel.
I don't know if those in the audience can see it, but they kind of just like, they have a lot of resistance.
They're like a spring, sort of.
Yeah, so you kind of push against them just like a spring. That's a very good way to describe it. Push against them like a string, and how far they go back determines how much you score. So she's 1 click away from a touchdown, so touchdown. And you can see, even though the spinner was still spinning, it didn't wrap around.
Yeah.
But she's in great shape.
Oh, there's a very target.
She would win with any touchdown, so she's going to win.
She's going to win.
She's going to win right there. Fantastic.
Nice
great
job,
job, Hillary. Oh, wow, only
with
clap. This goes up right. Yeah, fantastic. Yep. Wow, what an exciting end to it.
Yeah.
So there, Hillary
locks up second.
But lost to Lisa by 1, in fact.
That's true.
So because Lisa got 1 point there, so she got up to 12, and Hillary made it to 11.
Yep.
So wow,
Very close.
photo finish here on the football with, honestly, 3 scores over 40,000 out of the 4.
That's really good.
Amazing. So fantastic job. So they have walked somewhere else. So I don't know.
I will go get Cece to start the ceremony. Hold on.
Yeah. So we'll go to the contest here. So fantastic job. So yeah, Captain's Arcade Showroom. The March challenge has started, and there's some way for me to put the March challenge information into the thing, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, come on in and do the March challenge. It's up on Match Play, and come in and play some games and take selfies and see how well you do, compare your scores to everyone else, and see how it goes. So it's very safe here. You might have seen in the background a couple of instances where we got a couple people actually standing next to each other. We don't normally have that, but those 2 people live in the same household. So for example, a lot of times 2 people from the same household will come in and they'll stand next to each other. Masks are on, you know, all of course. And again, the machines are always cleaned between games and stuff like this. So it's absolutely fantastic. So really great job. Very close at the end, as it turned out. In fact, and we're bringing the rig over so that we can have this closing ceremony. Absolutely fantastic job. A bunch of great games tonight. A bunch of very interesting plays. Very skilled and creative.
Yeah,
really
that's kind of cool.
A lot of fun.
I like
I hope
that.
you guys enjoyed this, and pretty soon we're gonna switch to the thing. You want to switch to the thing? Oh, the awards is manual. Dang. Okay, the Shane thing. So this is it. Okay, we're on awards. Is that all right? So this is a handmade trophy made by Cece herself.
They're very awesome.
Very beautiful plaque.
You have one of these, right?
With flippers. I do have one of these. That's I'm lucky enough to have one. So Lisa won. Congratulations.
Yay.
Lisa. Fantastic. Great job. And you know, Hillary came in second. She's holding up 2 horns.
Yeah, that's
To
right.
indicate that. And
Truth.
Laura came third. Cece came fourth. Great job. Fantastic. A lot of fun. And you know, come on out and you can play the March challenge.
Yeah, there's I think I will actually type in the chat so that on the
that's right. I don't know
on
how
the
to do it.
replay, I think that these are the links. That should be right. The March challenge for both of them.
That's
So
right, yeah.
if you're watching this replay in the chat right now, the links for the current challenges come down and play.
There you go. So we're getting a Waylon picture. Waylon's like, well, I'm
Mascot.
didn't play, but, yeah. So great job.
Very nice. Very nice.
And now they'll separate to social distance.
Yeah,
It's very
fine.
funny. They sort of duck in from.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So let us get CC in here for
Yeah,
a final
CC.
goodbye.
Yeah,
I
you
will
want
get
me-
CC. Yes.
You know, so we'll,
Hold on a sec.
Okay, we'll get.
My bad. Hold on. All right.
Yeah, thanks to Captain's Auction, Captain's Arcade Showroom for hosting us, and we'll wind down. I'm not sure when the next stream's going to be. There was actually 3 streams this week, so if you didn't see them already, there was a stream Monday of just the beginning of the March Women's Challenge. Actually, we streamed on Monday, so if you want to see what some of the games are, get some tips on how to play, you can take a look at what we did on Monday. And then we had Wednesday and Friday, so if you didn't see those earlier streams, by all means, go to Pins and Pirates and check them out. And here's CC. Take it away.
Here I am. Here I am. All right. Let's see. Oh, let me just scoot over. Okay, so I lost. I got 4th place. But you know what? Whatever. We have more girls playing this coming month. So we will probably up the players to 8 since we finally got some girls to come in and play some pinball. So instead of just 4 of us playing. Anyways, check us out if you want to come play Captain's Auction Warehouse, or sorry, Captain's Arcade Showroom. And we've got our monthly challenge. It started March 1st. It'll end March 31st. Most likely the top 8 will go to finals. And that's about it. So come play pinball. Shane's got something to say?
Nope.
Okay.
Doing good.
Bye.